Okay. We're back in it. Day 9. Give it up for Day 9! This is perfect game for that joke. Last time, we did Day 8. We went back to the Forest of Hope to try to get the 2 parts. Failed to do that, barely. And then we did Day 8 again, and then I killed it. Absolutely killed it. Still lost just as many Pikmin. I'm a terrible leader. I'm a terrible captain. I'm a terrible father. But who the heck cares when you have like over 600 kids, right? Like, look, we across the board, we got like over like 700 kids. We could like literally, I would have to have like 10 of the worst in-game days ever to lose, to like have to be worried about how many Pikmin I have at this point. The game's not hard. Keeping Pikmin alive is. It's a good thing this is not a challenge run. There is a challenge mode, which we might have to check out just because I'm curious about what that would entail. But yeah. Anyways, right now, today, we were one part off from being able to move to the distant spring. We're making great time. If we can get if we can get at least one more part here, we can go to the distant spring and do that optional fight. Whether or not I might go to the other areas to do optional fights, it depends. I think enemies spawn on like day 15 and day 21 respectively. Man, you'd have to be working really slow. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been working fast, especially compared to like a speedrun, right? But to actually last 30 days, you'd have to be well, you know, a child like I was when I failed the game and it got to day 30 and I didn't accomplish anything. That's actually not true. Here's the thing. If you were playing this game for the very first time, I could imagine moving very slow because days are actually extremely short, right? That is important to know. The days are extremely short in this game. Shockingly so. So you'd have to be really, if you were going into this game blind, you don't know where, well, I mean, it marks on the map, but you don't know what's, like, waiting ahead of you in areas. Even I'm not sure sometimes, and I've played this game multiple times before. I think the one I'll be the most familiar with, between watching it and playing it myself, is probably Pikmin 2, but it's been a long time. I'm gonna be pretty rusty in all of these games, I think. But this game is definitely the perfect intro title. This is the one you would want to play because it's simple. You only have 3 types of Pikmin. You're just picking up ship parts on the surface. There's no external mechanics. There's not a bunch of different types of enemies. There's a lot of different types of enemies, but a lot of them work fairly the same. This area though is messed up. There's a ship part right at the front here. Oh, you know what we have actually? We have another boba tea. Today I got to hang out with my family for a bit, which was actually very nice. I was a little bit bummed out at first. Oh, let's pause. I do not have the luxury of sitting still in this game. That's something I'm gonna have to be mindful of for sure. If I want to ramble, I gotta pause the game. Yeah, I was a little bummed out. I don't think I'm gonna dive into specifics because I've vented to both my mom and my friends. I felt bad for venting to my mom though because it was like, hey, we had a really nice day and it seemed like everybody had a good time. And then afterwards, I'm sitting there and I've been like gloomy for like 3 or 4 hours afterwards now. And I vented to her about just like, you know, you love your family when you're growing up in a standard household, not without any crazy awful things going on. Right? In your standard family household, the most stereotypical one you can think of, right? You grow up, you love your family, they're always there, you know them for your entire lives. When you get older, you start to realize things, or things start to be brought to your attention, right? That you didn't know. And, you know, eventually, you know, all those things kind of stack up, and these ideas, you have a certain idea of people in your mind, right? Of who they are, what they believe in, and what they are to you and with you. And then sometimes when you get older, that changes. And, you know, it's not like... It's hard. Change is always hard. My friend pointed out, and I agree with this, even good change can be hard sometimes, because anything changing can be hard to deal with, even when it's good. And when it's bad, it's like... When you think the world of people for so long, it's hard to recognize that they're still just people, just like you. And they have faults, and they have... Oh, this screen actually tells you how many Pikmin are free. I'm just getting me getting sidetracked. It actually tells you how many Pikmin are free out in the field. That's actually nice. I didn't know it did that. It is nice how many things they have in the game to do the math for you. This one's good. There's something called the electric butterfly that's just at this one boba place near my house. You get to choose 2 flavors. I chose strawberry lemonade and grapefruit. Really good. I quite enjoyed that. Okay, let's do this. There should be a part. This part. Should be able to get that part. Let's do the usual. We get like 15 of these guys. And then make the rest. I'll get 30 blues. And then I'll make the rest reds. You want to make sure the reds are the fighters. So you really want to make sure you got enough. And you can always, you know, obviously have other ones in there too, just to sort of supplement that, but you want to make sure the majority of your Pikmin are red, I feel like. Yeah, it's hard to realize that that your family are just people who have faults, and their own thoughts and feelings about things that may differ with yours, and might drastically differ with yours, might, you know, be, that might be something that, that might be things that, oh, if you hit these guys from the bottom while they're flying, they die immediately, but while they're flying, they, regen HP, which is not great. How much does this thing need? Oh. It needs 15. Get you up there? I can. Don't I have exactly 15 yellows? Did a yellow die? Did specifically a yellow Pikmin die? I lost one Pikmin in that fight, and it was one of the yellows, so I can't. For Pete's sake, can I throw one up here? Gosh dang it, okay, hold on. Freaking go over there. Help them out. Okay, what else can we do? That one's going to go, well, that one should walk around here, right? Where are they gonna go? Can they get to the ship? Surely they can. What path are they gonna take, though? Okay, I'm glad I watched that happen, because they messed up. I found the automatic gear. This thing chugs along at its own pace. It makes piloting much easier, giving me time to concentrate on the finer points of space travel. That's good. Okay, now where are you guys gonna go? I'm actually not sure. Are they just going to take it to a spot and then not go any further? I need to find out where bomb rocks are. This is what I need to do. Where are you guys going? Is there something this way? Is there a path this way that won't get you killed by something? There is. Oh, okay. Alright, it's a long way around, but you guys got this. Good luck, I believe in you. Okay. We need to figure out what is another one we can get. There's one blue. Yeah, we broke this thing down. There's a part this way? Aha! Right there. Oh, they were the yellow bomb rocks. The yellow bomb rocks, just the bomb rocks. It has thin cracks running through it. I tried to fill them with dirt. I hope it will be alright. Gosh dang it. You know what? Nintendo doesn't focus on story in those games, not super heavily at least. Not like other games, other game studios do. But just the writing, like the actual literal writing, like of dialogue and things. From here, like from this era, and not even from just this era, like just every generation of Nintendo is just the writing in this stuff is really funny sometimes. just the phrasing. I tried to fill them with dirt. I hope it will be alright. ... I hope it will be alright. Okay, so we did the bare minimum thing that we wanted to accomplish. Oh, okay. It's like the first third of the day. Cool. Yeah, so I think I found my #1 Ionium jet. Unfortunately, this puts out a slightly odoriferous exhaust, but it does propel me through to escape velocity in an instant. The stench is a small price to pay for such a performance. Freaking cool. That sounds pretty important. Actually, you know what? There we go. Now the rest of you attack the stick. There's bomb rocks right there. Which seem not... The bomb rocks aren't going to be mandatory. Can you guys get this all the way to the ship? You can, okay. Yeah, okay, so breaking down these walls definitely isn't mandatory. It for sure is, like, useful though, right? Like, clearly it's useful to do so. There's no enemy. There's no enemies right here though. Yeah, all the enemies are kind of just like, I think, the further you go, you move out from the where you spawn, the more enemies there are, which is actually very much unlike. Which is actually unlike the next area. Cool. I think I just gotta throw them up. They shouldn't. I'll do one as a testing thing, right? He shouldn't throw his bomb. There shouldn't be anything near him to throw the bomb at. If this is damaged, I'll be in dire straits. I'll have to run a system check as soon as I can. Oh, yeah, that sounds super vital then. Okay. Cool. Seems to be safe as can be. Oh, that's a candy pop, bud. You can throw Pikmin of one color in to get Pikmin of another color out. So it's red, so if you throw like yellow or blue Pikmin in there, then they'll come out red. I don't know what the exact point of that would be, but... The Pikmin games sometimes feel like they're being held together with bubblegum and like duct tape. So, you know, really volatile mechanics like the bomb rocks, for instance, sometimes it's kind of scary. Well, let's... Having this open specifically would be nice. Or should I focus on breaking down the white walls? You know, let's focus down on breaking down the white walls first, because they're easier. We can break down more that way. The black walls take forever to break down. Actually, I don't even think this is enough bomb rocks to break down 2 walls. Which means I don't even know if it would have been enough bomb rocks to break down one of those walls. No. Why if I'm throwing bomb rocks, I wanna throw bomb rocks, my dude. For Pete's sake. Yep, well that's not breaking down anymore. Oh, 315. Oh, over by the thing, okay. Oh, there's actually a wall. Oh, there's a part right over there. Okay, well, hopping down this bridge it is then. Oh, if you land on these guys from the top, they die instantly? I didn't know that. Oh, there's like landing damage. What the heck? Come back here, boys. Okay, you know what? Fine. You want to pick these things up? Your path should be clear. I mean, we've walked the whole path that they're gonna walk, so it should be good. Yeah, well, yeah, we went for my grandmother's birthday, and she was obviously very super happy, which makes me really happy, you know? I think what I realized, it's hard to accept that there are flaws within the people that you care about, that like there are aspects that like they are not going to change, you know, not even for you, that they're not going to budge, especially when they're 80 years old. But you know, I still, despite all that, I love my grandmother, and I want to see her happy, you know, and she appreciates being around all of us, and there's not, who knows how much time we have, and what do we have other than these moments together, right? That's easier said than exercised, you know? And I would not recommend that, like, not every single person is in a situation. I'm lucky to be in a situation where the problems that I have with my grandmother are not going to be shown, like, do not affect me directly, right? Oh, no, that's only a Pikmin. That's only a Pikmin 2 thing with the being able to break the flamethrowers. Try to kill this guy? Try to kill this guy. I don't think this guy can actually kill you, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so what this guy does is he makes puff Pikmin, which is, yeah, you gotta trip him and then you can... Not a hard boss. Well, not a hard enemy, really. We'll get this as close to the ship as we can. I found the Omega Stabilizer. I absolutely must have this piece in my battered ship if I ever to fly straight again. It has steered me through countless deep space storms. That, and it looks rather cool. It's freaking awesome. I don't think we're gonna be getting these things back, but I could be wrong. Oh crud, hold on. Oh no, we're definitely gonna get these things back. I did not realize, what path are we taking? We dropped straight down. This is not a easily walked path. There are 7 free that are over there. We have 59 out of... Yep, that checks out. That math checks out. Man, I would love to kill this guy. It ain't gonna happen. And I'm just sort of like trickling out Pikmin to get killed by him. We'll have to kill him tomorrow. Dang. You know, I'm feeling a 2-day part on this one, since we kind of left it on a bit of a hanger with that part right there. Yeah, so the I don't know, what's he called, the Puff Shroom? I'm not sure actually what he's called. I'll look up the name right now while we're transitioning to the end day screen. I don't think he can kill your Pikmin, but he can turn your Pikmin into Mushroom Pikmin, and they will fight they'll latch onto Alamo, and you have to use your Pikmin to fight them. That might actually kill them. That might actually kill them. Mushroom enemy. The puff stool. Yeah. See a boss that appears, not a hard boss for sure. I mean, they call these enemies boss enemies. I just kind of think of them as encounters, you know? They don't really feel like boss fights, really. They're all unique, though. There's a lot of, actually, no, there's a lot of unique enemies and boss enemies in all the games, actually, which I hope that continues in 4. I really do. They haven't shown many different enemies in 4, but they've alluded to some new ones, and they've alluded to caves again. Caves usually means boss fights, so we'll see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Affected Pikmin turn into mushroom Pikmin, which are purple and have small brown mushroom caps on their stalks. Never did this idea again. I like this idea, having like a toadstool-based Pikmin. The infected Pikmin will pursue Olimar and attack if given the chance. Then they will die. Blowing the whistle repeatedly at the mushroom Pikmin will save them. Interesting. Okay. So if you don't whistle them back fast enough, they will just die. Oh, crud. The day log. I skipped it. How many times have I skipped the day log? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't know which one that was. I didn't see. Well, you saw it. It was on screen. So, hope you enjoyed that day log. Crud. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna look back at the footage, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have it up. 9 days since impact. I have managed to increase the range of the dolphin. Looking from the dolphin's portal, as it launches ever higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the Distant Spring. I can begin my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. Yeah. That is actually an important one, because we unlocked a whole new area. Which we will hit up in the next episode. But this episode is not over. We're going to do one more day, I think. One more day, Wistful Wild real fast. We got 2 parts in that episode, though, which isn't bad, that's for sure. But we're heading back in. I just kind of felt like, pacing wise, I kind of felt that kind of feels better in my mind. What was I saying before? Oh yeah. So yeah, the Puffstool enemy, it's very interesting. Only one fight like that. They never brought that back, which is strange. But okay, let's do this. Let's go 40. Yeah, it has to be 40. That part was like 40. You know what I'm gonna do too? I'm just gonna run over there right now, like right away. And I'm gonna freaking kill that guy. You mind if I kill that guy real fast? This one's a little bit harder to get. It's literally like, it looks like it's off map. That one's pretty far away too. Yeah, there's some interesting challenges in the Forest Navel. I don't know, would I say it's harder than the Distant Spring or about the same? I don't know for sure. It's a give and take, because Distant Spring is filled with water, so having to maneuver around that as a hazard, as opposed to this place, which is primarily like fire and stuff. It's kind of a give and take, you know? Yeah, I whistled you guys back. Oh no, not these guys too. No thanks. I'm just playing it low and slow. how did that guy get knocked down underneath him? Oh, criminy. Okay. Dropped a lot of pellets though. Dang, I don't remember the enemies dropping this many pellets. Okay, where's the pout? I do appreciate that the pouts stay exactly where you leave them. That is cool. Oh no, there's these guys too. Okay, so I didn't know that these guys get one shot when you throw Pikmin at them. Yeah, that's freaking sick. Oh, I guess we'll escort them? How many of these guys, how many of these grubs are there? Fiery blowhogs. Not a problem for these guys. Okay, cool. Let's go out and get more boys, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, breaking down the walls would be useful, but all the ones in the best spots are like, the black ones. The black ones take like 10 bombs or something. It's ridiculous. Cool. What else do we need? Perhaps. And absolutely, probably most likely. You know, we'll split that up a little different. Oh yeah, where we did go today for lunch though was the Cheesecake Factory. Which, if the Cheesecake Factory has nothing else, it has the absolute ridiculous size of its menu. What it doesn't have, though, is any consistency in its menu. So it's a real toss-up whether the food's gonna be okay or questionable. I would say it was a tad questionable. I mean, maybe that's not fair. It was alright. Holy crud. Ooh, this could be a little bad right here. I got an omelet. Might be questioning, well, it's not really a breakfast place. Why would you get breakfast there? Because it's like, you know, it's an omelet. You can't really screw up an omelet that bad. And it was okay. It was kind of greasy. All the vegetables and stuff were burnt and shriveled. The silverware was kind of dirty looking. But the great thing about going to Cheesecake Factory is you get cheesecake. And the cheesecake is always awesome. So, you know, you take, you know, you got your pros, your cons, you know. This is the dolphin's fin. It is a little beaten up, but it should still function. I made great strides in repairing the dolphin. With this, I should be able to fly again, even if I don't recover all 30 parts. Interesting. I wonder if does that mean, is that implying that you need this before you can fly without having all 30 parts? Or is this like, oh, is this just alluding to that? It might just be alluding to that. If I can find it, yeah, you need to find a majority of the parts, if not all the other parts, before you unlock the final area. The final area is a completely optional area, from what I remember. I forgot what we were doing. Come on, boys. Hallelujah. Okay. Wait, did you guys drown? You just fell in the water. I'm a fool. Okay, while we do this, let's go explore a bit. A lot of freaking wollywogs that we're probably gonna have to deal with. Oh, I like this. This is a, this is like an I've had a bottle of soda like this before. It was a Japanese bottle of soda. Can't think of any brands off the top of my head. Oh, wait a minute. This item is just sitting here in the middle of the water? I should absolutely nab this. It's the anti-toxin filter. This fits over the rocket's exhaust ports and filters out all disease-causing agents from the ship's exhaust. That means I'll be able to move around without polluting the planet's atmosphere. I feel worlds better. Oh. Ah, Pikmin 1, when Olimar cared about the planet and its inhabitants. At least somewhat. Filters out all disease-causing agents, jeez. Yeah. It's pretty, interesting detail they threw out in there. Obviously anything coming out of the exhaust of a vehicle is going to be bad for you. But it's interesting that it's flat out like, it's not just bad for you, it's freaking, it gives you like a disease specifically? Jeez. 33 for that thing? Not actually sure. We might need to pull the blues, the other 30 blues that we have on the fence. Find out. If we can have another 2 parts today, we'll get 4 parts from the Wistful Wilds. That'll be a great first, like, real crack at the Wistful Wilds for sure. Oh, this guy's hiding behind the bottle. Whoa. Nightmare. $40. Okay. Yeah, what we need to do... I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna do it. Get out of the water. You need me to? You really need me to whistle you to get out of the out of that water? Pete's sake. Okay. No, no, no. Okay. Cool. Gosh dang it. Does that really count? Crud. Whoa. Please just die, man. I beg of you. No, 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 no. Why did they fall over? Is it because he jumped up in the air? Why didn't he die before he got to jump up in the air? Oh, I'm so sad. I'm just so sad. Oh, good. He missed. He missed like a lamer. We need to escort them somewhat. Ow. Okay, that was good. That was good. That's it. Okay. Oy. What's over this way? Right, that middle bit. Oh, thank you, camera. The camera actually kind of, like, adjusts for you, which is nice. Oh, we can just see the deep abyss down there. That's horrifying. Got some glowing mushrooms down there and stuff. Suddenly I feel like I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom again. And then obviously further down is that. Okay. We're unlocking stuff. We're making moves. Ooh, lost some Pikmin today, though. I'm just gonna have to wear it like a badge of honor. Anti-dioxin filter. The laws of deep space require all ships to eliminate all pollutants. The laws of deep space. Interesting. Is this some sort of like... Is this some sort of like concord between like multiple different planets? Because, okay, so in 3, the Capitians knew the Hokatations, or they knew of planet Hokatate. So yeah, what's like the political landscape going on in deep space between all the different planets? So we got some like Star Trek stuff where like we've all sort of like everything centering around something like Starfleet from Star Trek, and we all are getting along, everybody's agreeing on most things, or like do people ever butt heads about stuff? There's laws about pollution in deep space. That's actually really interesting, I think. That's a very positive outlook on that, like, you know, no matter what other differences people may have, they all agree. You know what, though? You know, we should not pollute space, though, or anything in space. And that's cool that Olimar, like, cares about that. Odd little environmentalist message. I mean, this game... Oh, I mean, that's something that I thought about a lot when I was younger. These things aren't super prevalent, but I would be remiss to not mention that, like, Pikmin 1 is very much about... It feels very much like the one that's the most in tuned and aligned with nature. Like, it's a very naturalist, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of Olimar raises concerns about polluting, and he raises concerns about polluting and harming the wildlife here, or harming the Pikmin here. He's like a very, like, he really he's a very curious person. He's got a bit of a scientific drive to him. I've found my analog computer. This computer conveys the kind of vague data that falls outside the range of ones and zeros. Actually, to be honest, it's a little bit too vague, but so it isn't very helpful. Oh. Vague data that falls outside the range of ones and zeros. Yeah, that doesn't sound super useful, dude. So this is why the candy pop button is over here. So you can... Because you need your blues to get it out, but you need your reds to get it back. So I think what we will actually do... Whoa! Is there any other reason to climb up the stick and go back? Well, it doesn't seem to be. Maybe I think maybe that was where the other part was. Don't know how many I converted to reds. How many did that thing need to get picked up to? Was it like 30? Or was it like 20? Yeah, if we had the shortcuts unlocked, that'd be great, but it seems like there's only one place for bomb rocks. Oh, crud. Okay, never mind. Don't have time to be fiddling with that. Ow. V6? Oh. No, wait, where's the one? There's a blue? He's stuck all the way over there. Oh, Godspeed. Godspeed, brother. We'll see you on the other side. We'll see you in the big pick carrot in the sky. Oh, we need yellows for this. Gotcha, boss. And that's the end of day 10. We did get 2 parts, huh? We did get 2 parts. And started on the more substantial way out of the way ones. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I lose track of time every time. Oh. The Pikmin that I did not bring back to the Onion all vanished overnight. It may well be that they have fallen prey to the planet's nocturnal creatures. An ugly thought. Perhaps that is why they follow me into the atmosphere. I'm starting to grasp the cycles of life on this planet. Yeah, so, and obviously all we're trying to do, in that, like, naturalist theming that we kind of have, Lost in Battle 18, Left Behind 1, oh man, 168 lost. Oh dear. We have a story about survival, right? Again, I'm not claiming this is some, like, super deep stuff that obviously the creators were, like, really thinking about and considering as they were making the game. I'm just saying, it is there, though. The intention behind a piece of art has nothing to do with the outcome, right? Themes can sprout up and stuff regardless of what the intent of the creator was. Not that we should ignore the intent of the creator. I think that's all fine and dandy. But it's always interesting to note when a story seems to be when a sort of when these things start to arise, when you start to notice, like, other themes and other, like, themes and story threads be brought up in a story that kind of feel like they're kind of spinning in a certain direction that may be in an interesting direction that maybe was not intended. At least I always think that's, like, super interesting to track. So, like, Pikmin 1's very much the naturalist that's like story of survival in the middle of a in a foreign land, right? In a forest, in nature. How do you survive? One person trying to survive in nature. You know, it's like Castaway, like any number of stories, right? And I think that's really interesting to see in 1. It's very much about nature. Everything always loops back around to this foreign land with its strange wildlife and strange beings in the Pikmin, like weird plants, half biological creatures, or half plant, half animal creatures, and sort of like life cycles on this planet. And then you get to because every time you get to the next game's over, they start to move in a different direction. And the next game, I always felt like the next game started to be more about the things you're picking up are not for survival in the like literal sense. It's for money. It's for profit. You're coming back to this strange land you found to start to take the treasures from it. Take the things from it that can help you thrive beyond just surviving to the next day or being alive in the future. Now you're trying to thrive a little bit, and then you get to like the artificial kind of nature, the industrial kind of stuff. And I think it follows that theme all the way to the last boss, because what the final boss of Pikmin 2 is, and we'll get to that when we get there. What the final boss in Pikmin 2 is particularly interesting when you think about how you've been collecting treasures, man-made things, artificial things, the whole game. And then you get to that last boss and see what it is and what it's doing. And it, I don't know, I kind of feel like it pieces it together a little bit well. And then the last game is about like the transcendence of something becoming something even different. You see that something beyond, something stronger, something beyond just a living creature, something beyond an artificial creature, or an artificial thing. It starts to become like the perfection of something, right? You see that even in the Onion. The Onion in 3 is this weird amalgamation. It seems more like a ship sometimes, but it has this like weird flowing color in it. It's still biological. It houses all Pikmin at once. And then the final boss in that game, which I love. I love the final boss of Pikmin 3. It's probably my favorite one in the whole series. Is just something otherworldly. It's this idea of perfection. Right now we have pure naturalism in this game. Then we get to the artificial, the industrial in 2, and then we get to like what the like weird, like biomechanical in 3. And it's interesting. It's not there. It's not like it's a prominent rather. It's not prominent. It's not like the most important thing they were thinking about when they were making these games, but it is present. It is a weird evolution, and I'm really interested to see if 4 sort of continues this line to some sort of like natural conclusion. It is going to be about being a part of a rescue party, being sent out to rescue lost people. That's very interesting. And who's the most lost in every game other than Almo, to be honest, right? We'll see. We'll see, though. But hey, if you like this, then, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of more things in the future. And only 4 more parts left, jeez, in the Forest Navel. But next time we're going to be heading over to the Distant Spring for 1 part, just to have fight it out with something very, speaking of otherworldly, fighting something very otherworldly. Hey, if you enjoyed this though, then stick around. More things in the future. Streaming Tears of the Kingdom, recording, uploading videos, Pikmin Legacy, more stuff in the future, and I will catch you next time. Don't forget to be kind, and in line with what I was talking about earlier, don't be afraid to change your mind. See you next time. Oh, the piece of cheesecake I got was a Cinnabon one, by the way. It was a Cinnabon cheesecake. I wanted to get pumpkin, but they said that they only start doing that in September. They don't have that marked. They don't have seasonal marked on the menu. I mean, granted, they haven't changed that menu in decades, surely. That menu has looked exactly the same and just as thick every time. just pick a lane. You want to do burgers and sandwiches? You want to have that kind of food? The more like grill top, stove top kind of food? You want to have pastas and stuff? You want to have steaks, things like that? Just choose something. Don't do them all. Because I know when you're back there cooking an omelet, a steak, a filet mignon, a hamburger, and like sushi over rice, I know that like whatever chef back there is trying to make all those completely different kind of meals at the same time. I know that I know what corners are being cut with that. All right, I know what's coming out of a can. I know what's coming out of the freezer. I know what's coming out, being scraped out from underneath the stove. Oh dear.